Hey guys, this is Jonathan Bailey here for MakingMoneySuccessfully.com. If you landed on this video, you are looking at how to choose a franchise. Now, when a lot of people think of a franchise, there's two things that actually popped in their head, and one of them is a brick and mortar versus a digital franchise. So before I get into it, I just wanted to explain what the difference between a brick and mortar and a digital franchise is. And so for a brick and mortar, it is your local McDonald's, your RVs, your Burger King, your Wendy's, your gas station, your grocery store. So it's pretty much anything with a physical location that you are able to drive your car up to and drive through, I guess, like a drive through fast food or something of that nature. And a lot of them have bigger overhead fees because of the location. They have employees and they have actually a physical product. So um, the difference between a brick and mortar and a digital franchise, their digital franchise is an online base. It has no physical products, and all products are downloadable. So it's pretty much like if you have a Kindle, which is a ebook, you're able to take books from Amazon and actually download it to your Kindle. That's pretty much what I mean when I say all products are downloadable. They don't really have a physical location for that product. It's only online based, and it's very user friendly. So these are the three questions that I had to ask myself when I was choosing a franchise. It didn't matter if it was brick or mortar or if it was a digital franchise. I had to ask these questions so I was able to be okay with myself going through with it. One of the questions that I really needed to look into was, are you a self-motivator? Because there will be times where you get down and out and you just need to be able to, pick yourself up and go. The next question that I had to ask myself is, where do I find the right resources? I mean, this is a really tough one right here for a lot of people because there's so much information out there that they just don't know what is right and what is wrong. And the last one that I really had to ask myself is, am I good enough to do this here? And so I wanted to break these three questions down here for you today to give you a better understanding of what I'm talking about and some of the things that has helped me out in my business to generate additional income for myself. So, are you a self-motivator? If you are, you should not say the word can't. That word can't limits your ability automatically, subconsciously, and mentally. Um, we all know that we're able to do a lot more than what we can, but if we're constantly using that word I can't, then there is no way that you're able to find what you are looking for to make it in whatever industry that you're in. One of the things that you will say is you will need to find the time, regardless of what you do. You just need to find the time to do it. I know my older brother, who is in his primary company. He has 6 kids. They're all under the age of 12, and so he gets up at 3:30 to do his primary business. So he's not waking the kids, not taking a time away from his family. I mean, he's really dedicated to what he's trying to get out of life. Some people do it while the kids are at school to make it a little easier. Or, you just got to find the time to do it. The time is really up to you. Whatever you put into it, you will get that out of your business. Is will you quit when the time gets tough? I mean, that's a really hard pill to swallow. It's because a lot of us hit challenges and then we just stop and, say, man, I just really want to quit, because by nature, that's just what we think about because that's the easy route. But I mean, if you really want to stick with it, I mean, if you're a true self motivator, you got to ask yourself is, will I quit when it gets rough? I mean, if you are, then I would suggest not doing it. But if there is any chance that says no, you're going to keep going, definitely stick with it. and just use your resources that are available to you. I mean, a lot of people use only resources that's in front of them. But go outside and actually find other industries that might have your answer. Or if you need a new educational skill to help you with it, I mean, use that. I mean, it doesn't have to be what's in front of you. There's so many things out there that we are able to use as a resource. So just remember that you do have many places of resources, and no matter what, just stick with it, because consistency is the key for anything. It doesn't matter what you're in. Just stick with it and go through until you accomplish whatever you're trying to accomplish. In this case, you're trying to find a franchise. You're thinking of how to choose with it. So whatever one that you choose, just stick with it no matter what. And where do you find the right sources? So this question is actually one of the ones that took me a long time to figure out, but everything was right underneath my nose, and so I felt like I should really give this out to the to the public as value, because this is really a lot of things that prohibit people from really making it in the industry. Especially my industry, since it's online marketing. I mean, we're all about resources. We're all about finding what's the best way to generate leads to our traffic, or getting eyeballs on our traffic. And one of the best things is Google. I mean, you can never go wrong with Google. Google is the second biggest search engine out there. So there's nothing wrong using Google to find it. If you're unable to find it, which is really rare, you can go to YouTube. I mean, I go to YouTube on how to, screw in a light, or how to look for studs in a wall. I mean, you can use YouTube for about anything and everything these days. If you can't find it there, you definitely have your local library to go check it out. They have vast books. I mean, there might be a small fee for a whole year to check out books there, or it might be free. But don't forget about your local library, because they had a lot of information on whatever you're looking for within there. So if you're unable to find anything, find somebody in your industry that you are compatible with or relatable with, and start following what they do. See what they're about. See what the information that they're sending out to their people, or see how they talk, or listen how they talk, or watch what their body language is. Just kind of follow what they're doing, because that's sometimes when you follow somebody of that sort, that's about the best thing that can ever happen, because you're following somebody who's actually doing something, and not the 95% of the people that are talking a lot but not doing a lot. So, and the best thing that you can do is, just find it by the word of mouth. There's a lot of little things once you get into a franchise, that the best thing is just, follow by the word of mouth. So this is the one that has affected me a lot in my business. Before I was in my business, it was a lot of self-doubt, and I worked really hard on getting it. And at the end, I come to find out that yes, you are good enough. I keep telling myself constantly, because I know I am. It's just I have to keep working at it and keep being inspired by certain people. Now, I'm going to go ahead and list, I think there's, I'm going to go ahead and list 5 people that really has inspired me. So Tony Robbins is actually a strategist for business people. A lot of people think he is a motivator, but he's really not a motivator. He's really a strategist, and he'll actually tell you himself. And one of the reasons why I like him is because he actually was a janitor in his teenager years, and he decided that he wanted something different in his life, and he went after it. And now this man is amazing. I mean, there's nothing that this man can't do. He has helped over 3 million people. He has seminars and webinars, and I mean, so many vast value content that is out there is ridiculous. I mean, and he's a strategist. He really helps you get into that mindset, And Henry Ford only had an education of an 8th grader, and he worked in his garage and created the Ford dynasty. I mean, for somebody who didn't even go to high school to having billions and billions dollars worth of inventory and assets, I mean, it's amazing of what people can do once they believe in themselves. I mean, just like Thomas Edison. I mean, if you look at your ceiling right now, whatever room you're in that has a light bulb, I mean, that came from his idea. It came from his never giving up attitude. That came from, I am good enough and I'm going to leave my mark in the world and I'm giving it light. And I mean, just imagine how life would be if he has quit at the 9,998 times and he was one time away from really creating it. I mean, I'm so grateful that he stuck with it, or I wouldn't have the light that's in my ceiling right now. So, the other guy I'm really fascinated about is Steve Jobs. In his book, he actually wrote that he got fired from Apple because his vision was something completely different than the board of execs. And so they actually fired him. And then they realized later on that that was not a good idea. But the fact that when he was fired, he did something else, came back, and built the business even bigger than what it was. And his vision is what you're seeing unfold right now, with Apple. And Bill Gates, I mean, he dropped out of college to start Microsoft, and it just shows that you don't need a college education to really build the dynasty. All you need is, a belief system that's saying that you are good enough, that you are capable of doing it. You just need to put your head down and focus. So I'm going to give you 5 quick little things that has helped me to pick what franchises that I really like. And the first one is, of course, you need investment money. I mean, that's just the way it is. It doesn't matter. I've never found a franchise that you can buy for free. So you really just need some type of money. You also need a computer and an internet and a desire. So desire is a big thing because the desire will help you push through everything that you need to get to your end goal. And this right here, a mentor, has saved me so much pain while I was going through it, is because they helped me shortcut to my success. They helped me shortcut the curve because I wasn't relying on just information. I'm relying on somebody who has been there and done that and now is able to show me. And that has saved me so much time and energy. So I would definitely suggest that you do find a mentor within your franchise. If you haven't decided what type of franchise, go ahead and click on the link below, and I will be more than happy to help you shortcut to your success. So go ahead and just click on makingmoneysuccessfully.com, or you can go to that website and go ahead and put your email address in, and I will be more than happy to help you as well. But I wanted to do this last one because this was one thing that has changed my life for the better. Is I started listening to positive audios on a constantly basis. I got rid of the TV, I got rid of the radio, and I only started listening to positive influences to help my mindset get right. And ever since then, it has been amazing. So I hope you guys got some value for this. If you guys are looking for a great franchise to work for, somewhere you can make additional money, someone or someone that will help you shortcut to your success, go ahead and click on the link below or go to makingmoneysuccessfully.com, put your information in, and I will see you guys on the other side. All right, bye.